Hello, I'm Izzet Güllü. Today, we'll be discussing a topic that has created significant changes in many people's lives. Through my books and videos, thousands of people have found a solution to this issue in the comfort of their own homes. This issue is about how we can transform our mindset and develop a new perspective on dealing with problems. It's not about seeing this as just a disease, but rather reaching a different level of perception, understanding the root of the problem correctly, and moving away from the wrong patterns for solutions. Let's embark on a journey together to uncover the source and the solution to this problem. Thousands of people have overcome this issue with my book and videos from the comfort of their homes. This proves to us that the problem is neither a disease nor caused by trauma, etc., and that we should not waste time listening to long stories and narratives in the solution process. The solution lies not in one-on-one sessions, but in perception training. If one person can do it, you can do it too. Moreover, there are thousands of people who have already done it. The most effective way to fight this problem is based on the concept of not fighting it. Often, not fighting a problem is the most effective way to deal with it. The effort to solve it is the biggest source of the problem's persistence. Not fighting doesn't mean living a lifetime without struggle. Not fighting is the only formula for liberation. Many wars in the world have been won not on the battlefield, but at the table. First, we will prepare our army by training during long periods of peace. We will ensure that what we call an attack comes with the right expectations. The foundation is very important. Even an earthquake can produce results on unsuitable ground. Expectation determines the outcome. If you build an expectation that a guest won't come, the moment they arrive, it will affect you. In fact, the very possibility of their arrival will impact you as if they have already arrived. If the arrival of something affects you, the risk of its arrival will affect you as well. Initially, by not running away and avoiding, we will ensure that this so-called attack comes with the right expectations. Running and avoiding increases our sensitivity to what we try to escape from. Naturally, it acts like a magnet. This serves three outcomes. It increases the likelihood of attacks that won't come. It increases the frequency of attacks that are already coming. It increases the intensity and impact of the attacks that arrive. First, we will do the exact opposite of this fundamental mistake. Because problems are treated with the opposite of their causes. If we avoid, we will not avoid. If we run away, we will not run away. If we say, I hope my attacks don't come, we will say, no, they can come. The brain interprets escape and avoidance as there is danger. Because when there is danger, people run and avoid. Similarly, when we show that we are not running away or avoiding, our brain will receive the message, there is no danger, and will shrink the perception of the attack in our minds. When something shrinks in perception, it shrinks in the eyes as well. When something shrinks in the eyes, it shrinks in the soul too. The industry, on the other hand, exacerbates the problem by clinicalizing it and saying things like, don't neglect it, thereby growing it first in our perception world and then in our mental and emotional world. This approach to the problem is a whole made up of two parts, the sleep phase and the active phase, which I have described. Therefore, the approach to this problem must be a comprehensive approach that includes both of these phases. Classical schools of thought only provide limited intervention focused on the active phase of these types of issues. In the sleep phase, by not running away and avoiding, even inviting the attacks directly, we send the message to our brain that there is no danger. Thus, we reduce the likelihood of the three outcomes I mentioned earlier. Of course, we haven't completely eliminated the possibility yet, because subconscious programming from years of experience still remains. In the sleep phase, to stretch the mind and prepare the ground for attacks to come, soften it, we will activate the maybe welcoming set. We have already made this practice part of our life philosophy. We will just try to pay more attention to applying it during this phase. What if my attacks come? Maybe. What if they are intense? Maybe. What if they affect me when they come? Maybe. What if this happens too often? Maybe. What if my attacks last long? Maybe. What if my heart races? Maybe. The same heart beats when we meet the girl we like, and we enjoy it there. The same heart beats when we climb stairs or run, but it doesn't affect me there. So, Izet Hoca is right. It's not the phenomenon that matters, it's the perception. In fact, the issue is not whether there is a symptom or not, but whether we associate a symptom with a disease. Since the symptom that scares us most in panic attacks is the rising heart rate, as an exception, we will not just settle for the maybe response, but we will add this short passage to remind our brain. Simply put, when our brain tells us, my heart is racing, we will say, maybe the same heart races when we climb stairs. This process of linking a symptom to a concrete cause will prevent our brain from associating it with disease. The logic is this, the pattern is this. In the sleep phase before an attack, whatever thought comes to the brain, we will meet it with the same patterned response. Thus, we will desensitize the brain to all possibilities and send the much needed, there is no danger, message at the moment when it matters most. In a place where we give the maybe response, the brain gets the message, there is no danger, because when there is danger, the word maybe is not used. There is either running away, avoiding, or fighting. As you can see, we have started doing the exact opposite of every mistake made until now. First, we have become thoroughly convinced that the problem is not a disease. This is the strongest there is no danger message. In the sleep phase, when we used to avoid attacks, we stopped avoiding. Thus, we stopped becoming more sensitive to what we were trying to escape from. Instead, we even started inviting the attacks. If there is no avoidance and even an invitation, it means there is no danger, because no one easily invites danger with their own hands. Thus, the brain continued to receive the there is no danger message in an increasingly effective way. As we said, these problems function on the principle of feeding and extinguishing. They are nourished by incorrect responses and extinguished by correct responses. Now comes the active phase, which I call the attack phase. I have attacks not because I am sick, but because I have incorrect learning from past conditioning and programming. Due to my incorrect understanding of the mechanism, I fear the attacks, which makes my fear more intense. So there is nothing strange about this. There is no abnormality here either. If there is incorrect perception, there will be fear. If there is fear of fear, fear will be experienced intensely. When fear is intensely experienced, physical symptoms occur. Every part of this chain process is completely normal. We need to keep teaching our brain this very ordinary process repeatedly. Due to my incorrect learning and programming, my perceptions send a danger message to the brain. The brain then activates the panic attack defense mechanism, which is a protective program. But since I perceive this mechanism as a disease and fear the fear that is supposed to protect me, I am currently experiencing intense fear. Because I am experiencing intense fear, my heart rate increases. This is as normal as the increased heart rate when we run or meet the person we love. In this situation, psychological symptoms that don't originate panic attacks can still give rise to panic attacks because I associate the same symptoms with danger and disease due to my past programming. This video showed you how to transform the challenges you face in life by shifting your perception and applying solutions more effectively. Remember, the key in this process is to build the right perception and greet every situation with the mindset of it could be. If you integrate this perspective into your life, no problem will stand in your way. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Keep growing and developing yourself. Take care.